Hey, hello, how are you? This is a show for everyone else. Instead of going after top 1% of the world, we dedicate this podcast to celebrate the lives of the unsung heroes and self-made artists. Hi there, this is Fei Wu, your host for the Feisworld podcast. So this is a part of a very special mini-series called How to Make Your First Docuseries. So if you're listening to this right now, perhaps you've got an idea sprouted recently, or perhaps it's been marinating for years. It's time to get it on paper, refine it, and see where you can take it. So the trick to go through this exercise today, which is how to ideate and plan for a docuseries or your documentary, is to create a first draft very quickly. So meaning you have to type quickly, on a piece of paper, or you got your computer open, have your Word document open, or your Notes app open, type quickly. And do not judge yourself whether you're right or wrong, or if your answers are grammatically correct, or the feasibility of your idea in terms of budget or execution. It's simply too early to determine that right now. Your instinct at this stage is crucial. Put your cell phone away, turn off all the notifications, set a timer, 30 minutes to 45 minutes max, and then just type. Be proud of yourself. Imagine you are in the zone of genius. Nobody's watching you. You don't have to turn in your paper. We have a worksheet available for this exercise, so you don't have to take notes. If you're near a computer, go to feisworld.com/blog/101. If you're not, simply listen to this episode first. It's really short. And then make sure you block your calendar right now for 30 to 45 minutes in the future. I highly recommend that is within the next week or so to complete this exercise. Ready? Okay, step 1. What is it for? In a few sentences, summarize what the docuseries or your documentary is for. Step 2, who is it for? Think about the people you want to watch the docuseries. Who are they? What do they look like? Why are the stories you're about to create so important to them? What is the feeling you hope to leave them with? Now, you may have heard of a popular approach for this type of work called painting the audience of one, or the ideal customer avatar. Essentially, it's the intent to find that perfect customer or that perfect audience member. And then later on, you can drive all your effort, your ad dollars to engage with those people. In other words, who is that one person who would love to see this docuseries? Here's the thing. Personally, I've struggled with this exercise quite a bit. It's not as straightforward as it sounds. There may be a clear cohort of people who may resonate with your docuseries, and you may not have that nailed down right away. If you're like me, don't limit yourself. Feel free to include a few avatars or different types of audiences who may be similar but not quite the same. You'll have the option to narrow that down later. Remember, you're just starting out, and your docuseries may change or shift. Step 3, the why. Why are you doing this work? Is there a personal fulfillment reason, or perhaps this is an initiative that goes beyond yourself and your own stories? Also think about why you're uniquely qualified to do this work. As for Feisworld, as part of our message is about immigration and crossing borders. Because I have experienced this firsthand, and my background in broadcasting enabled me to reach out to so many self-made artists, many of whom are also immigrants themselves, I felt the urge to not only share my own stories, but others as well. So I'll close this episode with something for you to think about, but we'll cover more details in future episodes, which is the when and the where. When are you going to do this? For Feisworld, it was important for me to set up a very high-level timeline and think about when it would be good for me to start this project. Realistically, how long it needs to be in terms of production time as well. But remember, you can put this off forever. Sometimes sooner is better than later. And the second question you might think about right now is where. Think where you would potentially like to shoot the docuseries. If no specific locations have been identified, think in terms of the type of places where you would like to film this. For example, shooting at someone's home versus an office or a rented space or outdoors can be very different. For Feisworld, we also had to consider cities because we have more than one interviews with these amazing unsung heroes and self-made artists. So we had to travel to multiple cities, and we narrowed that down to Vegas, LA, and New York City. So I really hope there will be a part 2 of Feisworld docuseries as well, and I will keep you posted. If you're struggling and wondering, wow, that's a lot of information, I don't know where to start, I'm here to help. We have a part of our Feisworld services now to help people deliver and create their own docuseries. So visit us at feisworld.com and drop us a note. And I'll see you in Docuseries Mini 102.